Oh yeah, this is bad. We already know what's gonna happen here. This game is gonna win at least 5 different awards from 5 different award shows that no one has ever heard of. The studio is gonna tout how good it is, and games journalists are gonna tell you you're a bad person for not playing Plague Tale Legacies. And then the studio is gonna shut down. Another glorious example of go broke, go broke. But this time, honestly, I am slightly impressed. Typically, the average dead-on arrival game at this point takes anywhere between 4 to 12 hours to die in the first day. But Plague Tale's Legacy, boys, has broken the record. That's right, they actually get a real award. They managed to die in 3 hours. We are pushing the clock ahead. With every new release of obviously garbage game, this time just gets lower and lower. And soon, we will be at the point where these games die in negative hours. So we're gonna have time travel. Oh yes, it's a glorious future. But this is absolutely hilarious. Plague Tale Legacy, a completely 100% diversity and inclusion WoW garbage dumpster fire that looks roughly like this. And yes, by the way, praise be to Moloch. Obviously, what did you expect? And our main protagonist is, this time it is extra brave, extra diverse, because it's a gypsy Israeli. Rare mix, rare mix. I personally love it. Very brave, very stunning and brave, as some would say. And this game has a whopping 4.5k peak players in the last 19 hours of its existence. And it is impressive. It got released at 4 p.m. That is for our American friends, so you can follow us, follow with us. And then for 1 hour, it got more players. And then, on the literal second hour of its existence, it already struggled. I mean, it got 74 players. Oh yeah. And then, it started dropping. That's right. 6 p.m., which is not even close to, the average peak time of gaming, which would be around this time period right here. It dropped like a rock. My God. Truly a remarkable sight to be seen. But I mean, honestly, what do we expect? Again, this is a game where you literally paint Moloch because reasons. And, other glorious things like this. If you haven't seen it, oh boy, just listen to listen to the dialogue a little bit.
My father found that island thanks to me.
There's more to it.
That's right. No man obviously deserves any credit for any of their actions. It's always a woman.
Less than you understand. More than
They set this whole thing up as in, oh, women can't do anything, and then she obviously watch what she does.
more than you can handle.
You can't handle this. Oh boy, I wonder what she's gonna do.
I've proven myself.
That's right, she proven herself. Not that the woman needs to prove herself to a man. That's redundant because women are better than men at everything.
Have you really?
A sword keeps you alive. A dagger.
That's right. An African swordsmanship mentor, strong, independent woman. I mean,
The fight.
this is just impressive on all levels. It is truly astonishing what we have here. And you know what's the funniest part? The Residence Plague Tale series has existed for quite some time, and this was the previous one. This was released like 4 years ago. And the game never really saw massive acclaims, but it wasn't really that woke. It had a female protagonist, but it was just kind of, your run-of-the-mill, normal-ish game. It wasn't really anything like that. The main character was not even close to a strong, independent, destroy any man, Lucille GTA 6 type character, You know, combat encounters actually were pretty tough because you were weaker, okay? And then they obviously just took everything of that and just threw it out the window because reasons, I guess. And I got a little bit interested. How the hell does this work? What is Osbo Studios and what is Focus Entertainment? And then I got looking, then I got looking a bit. Oh, by the way, this probably hasn't even sold 30k copies because this has super fans. And yeah, it probably hasn't even sold 30k copies. Just want to throw that out unless I forget. Well, let's look at Asbo Studios. What do they have? Well, Asbo Studios, the developer of this, has done Microsoft Flight Simulation. And other than that, they literally have not actually done anything of value ever in their lives, except the previous Plague Tale and some kind of zoo tycoon that no one literally liked. Yes, so this is a studio that has achieved absolutely nothing. So, how the hell do these people make money, you may ask? Well, that is because the publisher of this is Focus Entertainment. And Focus Entertainment has done, well, except for Space Marine and Atomic Hearts, also nothing of value. Interesting. So, we have a studio, a publisher that doesn't make any money. Oh, and by the way, AI currently is estimating that Plague Tale Legacy is 35 million's budget. I would say that this is probably more. I would say that this is at least like 50 to 70 million always. Again, these estimates for budgets are completely wild. This has lost so much money, but even with 35 million I don't know what's the price of this, but even if we put this at $100, by the way, if this has sold, let's be super charitable, 50k copies. 50k copies. Do you know how much money they have made if this has sold 50k copies and it costs $100? 5 mil. Yeah, that's right. 5 fucking mil. Even if this costs only 35 mil to make, they've still probably not even at the 1/6 mark. And this is without obviously counting the Steam cut, taxes, and all of that shit that they should probably be paying. So again, this is just bleeding money. This is never even coming close to breaking even, no matter what the budget for this is, which is hilarious. And it already has sold 0 copies. But whatever. So this is this Osbo Studios, and this is a Focus Entertainment. 2 entities that pretty much never make any money because everything they publish or produce is kind of just lukewarm garbage. Interesting. Well, it also becomes very interesting when we actually look into who Focus Entertainment is. Focus Entertainment has existed from 1996 for 30 years from Paris, France. You know, the stabbing capital of... Oh, no, that's Britain. Whatever, the second stabbing capital of the world. That's right. Very cool stuff, very inclusive. And, bro, how the fuck do they even make money? How? I don't know. Well, what I do know is that Focus Entertainment is a subsidiary of this thing, Pull Up Entertainment. Yes, we're going pretty deep here, which is absolutely hilarious. And what is Pull Up Entertainment, you may ask? Well, this is their About section. Striving for excellence, recording the richest of each individual. Yes, I mean, we literally got this, and we're already pretty much down to inclusivity, DEI, and nonsense. And this is exactly it. If you want to pause and read this, go ahead. But yeah, it is like they are going full ESG. And this is the parent company of, well, them in general and everything. And they don't make money. Yet they have existed for 30 years somehow. This is a company. Well, they actually these guys Pull Up Entertainment. They actually exist for 27 years. These people somehow have been mooching taxpayer money for 27 years at this point. Because there's no other way that they can exist. Either this is some Soros-funded garbage, or this is some taxpayer thievery. And it probably is like that. And there's been a lot of recently stuff that actually has been done in Paris. And when you look at their game catalog, I mean, you just see the best stuff, okay? We got Battlestar Galactica Scattered Heroes, Money Grab that no one played, Plague Tale Residence, Nothing. And, well, Space Marine 2 is the only thing that has probably ever made them actual real money. And then they have Banishers, which I completely forgot. And that is it, if you are actually wondering. Oh my god, this is such a dumpster garbage fire. It is. It is just insane, okay? These people make just the worst diversity, equity, and inclusion slops that you have seen. That is... These people have existed for 30 years, and they have probably never even come close to making a single goddamn penny, and they're just stealing from taxpayers. Thankfully, this is France, so not a lot of people care, okay? You can see their white flag of surrender right here. Oh my god, this is just absolute peak, okay? I mean, again, it's as everyone expected. Go woke, go broke. It's funny, but I congratulate Plague Tale Legacies with a new world record at selling 0 copies and going broke. 3 hours. Let's see if anything beats them. I bet there will be, okay? I bet there will be. And, by the way, will they actually beat their current peak player base? Well, if we refresh the page, the answer to that would probably be a ginormous no. Because ignore this, because this is the current hour and only 3 minutes have passed. But I mean, if we look at this is 505 players plus, and the next one is already less. So we're not even close to the peak hours of Friday. And you know, Friday, Sunday, Saturday, those are supposed to be the big 3 days for a new release. And Plague Tale Legacy is, I mean, honestly, even if they get a new player peak, what is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? 4.8k? Who cares? Even if they get 5k peak players, like, oh my god, who asked? Who asked? The previous game did 4.9, so it's funny. Well, in any case, another beloved situation of you get what you deserve. In any case, like the video, takes less than a second, and have a nice day. Bye bye. Like the video now, takes less than a second. Bye.